attacked. We are just sharing what's happening in South Africa. We are just sharing what's happening in South Africa. We are reading to Parliament. So I don't understand. Look what they say. Look. DA George roasting ANC EFF MK Party during SONA debate. Why you come not talk about your own party? That's the only question I'm having. Why you come to SONA not able to talk about your party? We attack black parties, ANC, MK, and EFF. We have nothing to talk about, say. This is an open discussion. Remember, no one is attacked. And when you come here, you say, like, you cooked. This guy was Tupac mode, so funny. Land debate at early age, shocking. He was speaking hateful facts. Fact is the land was stolen during apartheid. That's why I'm struggling today. These are facts. You don't have to be long. Let's get to
Deputy Chairperson, Mr. President, before I start my speech, may I remark on what a smart blue tie you were wearing on Thursday night. And yours was properly made, unlike the leaders of some popcorn parties' ties. With a deliberate...
What's wrong with that, Doc? What's wrong with that? I don't see it. What's wrong with that? Because EFF represent what happened during apartheid. EFF wearing those blue overalls to show like the struggle of the black child. Do I understand? You want them to wear suits? They're a president.
Or not, Mr. President, that tie reflected the highlights of your speech. From the news that the economy is growing under the GNU as opposed to years of decline, to the best...
This government doing what? If you're watching this video, can you please tell me, they say they're busy saying the economy is growing. It's growing where? If you're watching this video, please confirm this is the economy of this country is growing under GNU. They always come here, economy is growing under GNU. What is growing? People, they see they have degrees, they don't have work to do, they have nothing to do. Why is growing exactly? Yeah, man, sometimes make people angry. Where is growing? Show us, tell us. How?
Best matric pass rate under Minister Khwarube. The state...
What are we going to do matric, Mari? They talk about economic growth with matrix.
Property company that we're looking forward to taking shape under Minister McPherson. The innovation in digitization of personal documents like IDs, driver's licenses, matric certificates under Ministers Schreiber and Michalakis.
So you call it economic growth, that thing? You call it economic growth? You call it economic growth? A digital ID, matric certificate, pass rate. Where these kids are going to study? Where is the land is returning? The land can create jobs.
See, and the declaration of a state of disaster for foot and mouth disease, as Minister Steenhuisen called for in January, but also the more than 10,000 extension officers to support farmers. This year marks...
To support farmers, which farmers? Because I know when they say farmers, it's South Africa. When they say farmers, I don't know. In South Africa, I don't know when they say farmers, especially DA members. Support farmers with what? We want the land. We want the land to run farms. Yeah? We want the land to run farms.
The year of a municipal election, where water will be a central theme. It's funny, Mr. President, that you told the one minister who lives to dress up for SONA that she should rather be in Gauteng to sort out the water. Despite this, for the Premier there, to paraphrase my colleague Honourable Burke, the penny must still drop. For him, the solution to the water crisis is to shower at a hotel. May you be rewarded with a golden shower at the ballot box for such a...
No, I don't understand. These people are coming here, they say the all same thing. They are all saying the same thing. Yeah, they check. Man. This thing I think is waste of time. I don't know why we have parliament, why we have this politician. Just to I was listening to this young boy was saying like, I don't want to be a politician. I'm a Pan-African. Pan-African is us Africans who make sure our kids they wake up every morning and they achieve their dreams because of like what happened is when during apartheid colonizers they made black people to believe, hey, God is come to save you, hey, God is going to give you a job. Hey, there's no such things. As an African man, right? So this boy was like, I don't want to be a politician. Politician is all about themselves. They do things to benefit themselves, not to give back to community.
Stupid comment, because it is clearly only at the ballot box where solutions can be found. The Premier should not apologize for not being here. He should apologize for his blatant arrogance towards the people of Gauteng. Then there's the official opposition, a party that summonses a chief whip from the NCOP because the handful of members on the NA benches who have not yet been tried are clearly not trusted. I think it is safe to say...
No, I don't understand why I'm rigged on this. These things they are meaningful. And I feel pain for people who take their time and listen to this debate. I feel so bad for people who take their time to listen to this debate. There's not something that you can learn. They all come to the same thing. When they came to talk about other party, there is getting McKinsey, don't talk about the sport, it's busy talking about EFF, we take things by personal, talk about bandits, talking about...
that the chief whip of the opposition will never be ready or able. Seeing as though the MK and the EFF are so keen on acknowledging the convicts in the gallery, may I send my regards. Maybe we...
Why your problem? You are shaky. They give you a heart attack.
should ask them to stand again so that the police can see them clearly. At least the Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture served his full term. Mr.
Getting McKenzie. Oh. We are not going to listen to you this time. We are not going to listen to you, Mfanak. Talk about your part.
Malema has suddenly become very passionate about water provision. How are the communities affected by the Guyani water project doing, Honorable Malema? Are their taps still dry? Did you not benefit from the looting of that project?
Yeah, I think like these people, they are. We must take our land back. The land must be returned. We are so disrespectful to Julius Malema. Where is the land? If they ask you where's the land, I'm going to feel. So like, where's the land?
The MK, the EFF, the BA, UDM, Al Jamar, Rise, Good, UAT, Action SA, the ACDP, BOSA, and the NCC have not had a single leadership change ever. They are built around...
What did you change your brain? You want to separate black people in their own land in Cape Town. I don't understand people in Cape Town, man. How could they allow something like that? How can they allow something like that? Right? In Cape Town, they're building a wall, so that black people can stay that side. It's like the criminal. Employ police, employ private security.
Single personalities, often without personality, with sidekicks, or those that the DA did not want anymore. I'm surprised the EFF let me finish my sentence. I only wonder if their leader will finish his sentence. As for Honorable Trollip, speaking of despotic regimes, I want to remind him of his own party's culture of internal elections and democracy. We hope you will realize that vote.
He attacked his own person. Why attack his own brother? So he's attacking everyone into parliament. So like you can see, like in South Africa, man, I don't lie. There's groups with groups. Other groups sit there. Other groups sit there. Everyone in stuff, they have their own groups. Everyone they have their own people. We know like what DA stand for, what ANC stand for, what EFF stand for, what MK stand for, what MDreacts stand for. We all know that.
Votes are not the same as likes on X. You cannot buy them. But Mr. President, our focus should not be on the opposition. They are essentially a waste of time and offer no alternative. Our focus should be to deliver better lives for South Africans than they had for the last 30 years of democracy. Therefore, I think it was fitting that you started your...
The land must be returned, Baba. The land must be returned. The land must be returned. Then we'll talk about democracy. This is what we have been living is not democracy. Democracy is going to happen when the land is returned. That's what we can talk about democracy. We cannot talk about this democracy. This is not, you call it democracy. It's not democracy. Maybe to you it is. To us, it's not yet democracy. For us, it's not yet democracy. So the land must be returned. Then we can call it democracy.
Speech with the economic wins of these past 2 years since the coalition replaced ANC majority rule. A decline in inflation, a stronger rand, stabilizing government debt.
So like and now the only thing I'll tell you, black child, you're on alone. Now the only thing I'll tell you, I will say to you, you are on your own. And the best as to fix this is when you take risk, it's when you take action. Because I'm like, yeah, but their business is growing way. It's growing way. You guys don't say how we are angry.
A stronger JSE, the prospects of a growing economy. But Mr. President, an economy shackled by BEE and cadre deployment is not going to reach the 3% growth that you dream of, sir. 35.8% of black South Africans are unemployed. Almost 30...
Because of the land. They're unemployed because of the land being stolen from them. Why are they unemployed? They are unemployed because of the land was stolen from them. That land is the one that's going to create jobs. Land reform has happened. The land was stolen from them. So, what are you expecting? The land is gone.
Million black South Africans are living in poverty. Yet 1 trillion rand was shifted to fewer than 100 people since 1994 through BEE.
Where is the land, Baba? Don't talk about, bring us our land, then those things you talk about them. The land must be returned. Don't talk about lots of stuff. The only way to solve unemployment rate in South Africa is when the land is returned. The only way to solve unemployment rate in South Africa is when the land is returned and black people owning businesses and companies here in South Africa. That's the best way to create jobs. Don't talk about this thing of blaming apartheid and not. I don't know.
These are the facts. One thing I hope we can agree on is that this is not acceptable. And that if there is an alternative on the table that will offer the 30 million black South Africans an opportunity into work without having to label people according to their race, like the apartheid government did, why would we not at
Honourable
least
member,
explore
can you
it?
take your seat? I see a hand.
We are so disrespectful. Compare apartheid, where is kill our people.
Honourable Nzimande.
No, thanks, Deputy Slalo. Cela umkhuze lo wakhafulwa ulwandle ukuthi in terms of Rule 63 akayeke ukuthi i-ex-convict iya-recognize uyatwenza. Cela umkhuze.
Sorry, Honourable Slavini,
Ubreacha leyo rule.
that's not a rule that you can stand on.
Yebo, uyayibreach.
Thank you very much, Honourable
But he's not an
Michalakis.
incoming
Please continue.
Thank you. Thank you, House Chairperson. The rules also say that you need to actually raise the point of order when it occurs. No wonder they have to import chief whips. Because without...
I don't know where this guy coming from. I don't know where this guy is coming from. I have no interest to listen to. I don't lie. I have no interest. So disrespectful. They love to blame ANC. ANC eat the money corrupt. No, that we want the land. How? ANC, the land must be returned.
Truly relieving the economy of what holds us back, Mr. President, your SONA speech will be like a water tap in Johannesburg. One looks at it and one has hopes, only to be met by dololo actual delivery. Mr. President, I do hope that this year will be a continuation of the growth path that the country has now taken. But I also hope that it will be the beginning of us taking unemployment seriously and getting rid of bad policies that are holding the economy back, so that we can truly address the injustices of the past and create an open society with opportunities for everyone who live in it. I thank you.
When you say policies, it talks about affirmative action. It talks about affirmative action. It talks about, yeah. I love you so much, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that I can stay motivated. I can keep on coming. I can keep on talking about these issues. I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you're going to enjoy the other one that's coming like now. I love you so much. Stay tuned. I love you so much. Bye.